Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Sandra Colton Medici, and I wanted to join you today. I am a standout member here in this group, and I love, love, love meeting brand new and different people and sharing ideas. Um, I want to make sure that when we talk about working smarter and not harder, that we really have intention behind it. And so, what I wanted to talk to you today about is the Template Design Summit that's coming up that I'm hosting from July 1st to the 3rd, which is right on that holiday weekend. I'm going to talk more about it at the end, but what I wanted to talk about for the most part of this Facebook Live is how to create a passive income stream for yourself. And one of those ways is creating designs and design templates. I know that a lot of us use them in our businesses, and I really, really love doing it, like so much so that I ended up applying and becoming a Canva creator. Now, the process for that is really going through the application process, but also providing a portfolio. And so, when you think about creating passive income for yourself in the design space, a lot of times there are, different constraints for designers when it comes to what they can use, what they can't use. But I want to start with thinking about branching out your business and thinking about it in a way that helps you become more creative and also help yourself at the end by getting some of that passive income into your bank account. For myself, I love, love, love creating designs. And when I got on Canva, I thought, you know what? This is fun. This is really fun to be able to make social media posts or create presentations or find something on there that I never even thought about doing, but creating something based on a template that was on there. And so when I just decided to become a Canva creator and they accepted me into that program, I was like, I get to do my own designs and people are going to use them in their own social media posts. And so when I'm scrolling on my phone, sometimes I'll stop and be like, they used my design. That's awesome. And the reason why it's even more awesome is because people use the designs, and as they export the designs, they give us a royalty, right? So when you're thinking about passive income, it's amazing to think about you're doing something that you love and you're getting paid for it. And people are getting to use it for all sorts of things, right? So I have created things like ebooks and presentations and holiday flash sales and different kind of manipulations of logo designs. And there's so many different things that you can create. And the best part about it is that if you're creating for an entity like Canva, like as a Canva creator program, or if you're just creating for yourself and maybe wanting to create some sort of subscription, a lot of people need that, right? Because as business owners, we all don't really have that kind of time to do our own designs and run a business, especially if you know how much content you need to put out there to constantly stay relevant and keep generating interest and engagement and all of that. So it's really important to have that idea in your head, like, okay, well, how can I make this passive income work for me? How can I do something that I really love doing? Which when I was on Canva, I was like, I love creating, let me do this. But I also can get rewarded at the end, right? So some of the stuff that I like to talk about is that even if you are not on Canva as a creator, but you're creating it for your own income streams, you can put things on third-party websites. So you can put it on your own website and sell it as a subscription to your own designs and templates like that, and then just give people access to the links back to Canva. Or you could sell it on Creative Market or Envato Elements or some sort of other website. So I know that people sell show it templates. You can somehow, you can get into that marketplace. If they really like you, they can start showcasing your designs on their marketplace. And so then they're doing a little bit of the heavy lifting for you, right? So in Canva, similar situation, you can have your designs promoted to the marketplace where not everyone is seeing your designs and using them. And the more they get exported, the more you're getting in royalty, right? So it's very good to continuously create. And that's because the people who like your designs are going to keep coming back, right? Because if they like your aesthetic, then they're going to come back for the next piece of the puzzle, or they can reach out to you and start working with you one-on-one, right? One of the things that just got added to the Canva creator profiles is a follower option, right? And so just similar to other social media platforms that have follower options, you can now follow your favorite creators. And so I'm so excited just about the idea that people can start following your products, right? Because the idea that you're taking people from a social media platform and bringing them back to your home base, right? Your website is key to, making sure that you're servicing your client, but also keeping your customers, right? So when you're thinking about passive income, think about what you can do in the design space that can be sort of evergreen, right? What I started first with on the Canva website is I started with holidays, because I was like, oh my gosh, there's always going to be the big game. There's always going to be, racing and NBA and NFL and March Madness and Mother's Day, Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up really quickly. So thinking about the design space in terms of things are going to happen and creating for that opportunity for people to start, they're going to be looking for that, right? They're going to be looking for a design that they can use for Father's Day sales, for the 4th of July, what's coming next, for I don't think there's anything in September, but in October there's Halloween, and then there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas, or whatever particular religious holiday that you celebrate, or none at all. Like, there's so many different holidays, right? Religious, federal, sports related, fashion week related. So people are going to be looking for those keywords. So the other part of creating and utilizing your passive income is to create for things that are going to happen, right? It doesn't matter if we're all here in the middle of quarantine or if we're out there on the streets, in parties. People are going to celebrate different holidays, right? And so you have to be prepared and think about those holidays in advance of when you're actually going to put your templates up, because people search 3, 4, 6 months in advance to make sure that their designs are on point, ready, and scheduled, so they don't have to do it in real time. You can respond and be engaging and all that in real time, but actually scheduling and designing and posting, like, that's happening way ahead of time, because we don't want to be doing that in real time. We want to be having those conversations about like what it inspired for your customers when they saw it, right? So thinking about those ahead of time is really important in making sure that your designs are relevant and getting exported, right? Getting that usage out there. And I love seeing them in the marketplace, because then I'm like, oh my gosh, there's your social proof. There's your social proof that people love what you do, and they're adapting your template to whatever it is, their event that they needed something for. That's so heartwarming. Like, for me as a creator, I'm like, they love it. They love mom. They love me, right? like you have that moment of validation that, that not just you like it, that's great, but that people are using it, and that that their business is benefiting from it, right? So when I talk about template design, I look at things in much more broad scope, not just social media templates or website templates, but some of the things that we're going to be talking about at the Template Design Summit go into, what is your blog template, right? What's the structure that you put communication in line so that you're the guide for your website, so that people, when they visit, they are guided through your process, right? What does your email marketing template do for you to help you when you're staring at that blank page to know, okay, I can just follow this sequence, right? And then put my own authenticity into it. So when I was thinking about something that I have been utilizing very often, I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's using templates. A long time ago, there were, maybe not even a long time ago, because people still do this, right? People do one-on-one work for graphic design, logo work, illustration, all of that. And that will continue to happen. But when the boom happened here during quarantine, when everybody decided they needed to get an online business, right? It was really important to figure it all out, to have people figure it out for themselves, because they couldn't afford to hire a graphic designer one-on-one to work with them for their logo. So they turned to things like Canva and PicMonkey and different things like that. So it's very important to know that it wasn't that long ago that people were hiring out this professional help. But now it's at that point where social media and the content creation that we have to consistently put out, right? It's a drain. It is a drain. And people don't have the bandwidth to do it all for themselves, right? They need that starting point instead of having a blank screen on, on an Excel spreadsheet. It's like, really? Where do I start? Right. So people are turning to these templates. For inspiration, number one, but also for convenience and organization and guidance, because they might not know what should go into the contents of an ebook, right? So should I have a contents page, or should I have, an inside back cover page, or whatever to my ebook? All of those things are definitely things that is a learning curve, but I think that it's really cool to be able to help people do that. And that's why I was like, gosh, I need to get into this. And that's why I ended up getting into the Canva Creator Program. When you think about passive income streams, you want to think about what you're good at, right? What are you good at? That's not going to take you another degree to learn in order to implement that into how you're actually getting money for yourself. So if you know that you're good at singing, and you haven't really figured out that maybe you'd probably sound good having a podcast, right? Or maybe you are good at teaching people how to play basketball. Maybe a passive income stream is creating a whole bunch of videos that you can then sell online that are demonstrating how to do, a hook shot or a jump shot, or the mechanics of a free throw or whatever. It's all about taking what you have right now and parlaying that into additional revenue streams that are not complicated to implement, right? They're not complicated to look at yourself and go, okay, how many steps is that really going to take me, right? Is there a way for you to do it in 3 steps? Okay, video it, edit it, upload it, market it, right? Or maybe 4 steps, right? But not something that's going to take an arm and a leg to produce or anything like that, because you want something that's going to be like this added thing, not to take up the whole time of what your main thing is, right? When I do any of my designs for Canva and in the Canva Creator Program, I will sit down and just flow. I'll put my headphones on, I'll, open up my Spotify, and I will just flow, because it'll have that energy that I need. I can't go in there and do it every day because I'm busy doing other stuff. I'm busy doing other stuff, trying to get other stuff done. But that doesn't mean that I can't get a ton of stuff done in one day. And that's what I always say to a lot of people who are doing social media management is get that batch content, right? And when you do that, then you can take your time to set up, okay, another day where you're actually filing through it all, deciding what's the best, figuring out where you're going to deliver it to, hashing out the marketing strategy or campaign you're putting it into, all of that. But you don't want it to take over your time, because if it takes over your time, then it's not just like a side thing, because then that's your side thing becoming your main thing, right? So it's really important to know where your boundaries are with your side hustle versus where your mainstay is. And so thinking about passive income, I took a month off of designing for doing the Canva Creator Program. And I told my husband, I said, I haven't done anything on this site for a long time, but I still got to check, right? And that's the definition of passive income, right? And it reminded me a lot of, I used to be in entertainment, and I was a performer for about 30 years and did a lot of dancing. I was on Dancing with the Stars with Raphael Sadiq. I backup danced and sang for Catherine McPhee. I was on tour with Rihanna. I did a lot of stuff. I was a Laker girl. But at the end of the day, being a SAG member, now SAG-AFTRA, I get residuals, right? For work that I have done. That is some passive income, right? But at the same time, it's like you did put the work in at that time. So why wouldn't you still reap the rewards? And that's what I like to get across to everyone who's watching, and even in a replay, that you can still reap the rewards of your work product, no matter how much time has gone past. I love that there's an avenue for me to create and have my designs on Canva for people to, take that and run with it with their business. That's awesome. But I also work with clients one-on-one, because people like that one-on-one atmosphere, that kind of that gelling that happens, that ideation that can happen in a conversation, instead of just having a static template to have to work on with yourself, right? So I want to definitely make sure to invite you to what is going to be an amazing summit. And some of the things that we're going to talk about, I wanted to bring your attention to, because it's what a lot of people are using to make passive income right now. And that is when we talk about course creators and coaches and consultants and entrepreneurs, small business owners, and even the new designer who might need a few tips or tricks, right? These are the people that are really creating all the digital content that we're seeing right now. And a lot of that has to, a lot of it starts with these templates. Now, when I talk about all of those job titles, right, we want to look at how, design templates can fit into your overall marketing and branding strategy, right? Because they do. They fit in because they're giving you a way to visually stimulate your customers and clients online, and giving you a way to say, hey, this is what I do visually, and be a way to stop the scroll, if you will, and have it be something that pulls people in, draws people into you, because they're seeing your digital products come to life, right? I think that it's really great when I see people who are creating video templates, because a lot of people might have some design skill when it comes to photography, but a lot of people have specialties when it comes to video. And for me, I am not a video template creator, but there are lots of people who do that, and it's amazing. I want to get better at it, because I know that video content, vertical video content, is super important right now, because that's how we hold our phones, and that's what we keep in our back pocket all the time. And so it's really important to start creating that fashion, because the people that are going to look at your designs and potentially export them, right, to use in their own businesses, that's going to get you more money, right? And that's exactly what we're trying to do, is build our brands, build our businesses, make them unforgettable. I founded College of Style with that exact vision and mission, is to create and design unforgettable brands. And that means so that you are distinguished in that marketplace, that you're taking maybe a template and making it your own, so much so that people think that you designed it, right? That, oh my gosh, that's an amazing design, right? And that's how you can take that secondary income stream and make it just that like nice little sugar on top, that you're like, oh, got a check. Oh, got a check over here. Oh, that's so nice. Because it's great to have that feeling. And I wanted to invite you to come and join us. It's a free 3-day summit that's happening on July 1st through the 3rd. And it's on that holiday weekend. So maybe you'll skedaddle from your workplace a little earlier, but you'll be able to see live workshops, and also pre-recorded segments with designers, and some of them are personal brand consultants. There's a business, trademark, and intellectual property attorney talking about how to protect your designs legally. Website designers from Kajabi to Show It, tech savvy business coaches, launch strategists, designers and illustrators. I have one of our guest speakers is an OG Canva creator from way the beginning of the program. They reached out to her to start creating for Canva. And really, the guest presenters are so phenomenal and have their own thriving businesses. And so that's why I wanted to do this Facebook Live, to talk about passive income streams and how to grow your business, but also let you know that these people that are presenting for the Template Design Summit have a lot of those answers as well. And they're going to be visually showcasing them too, so that you can see some of the tips and tricks that they've used. One of them that they told me the other day is that if you're in presentation mode in Canva and you hit the C, you get a stream of raining confetti that happens in your live presentation. So I was blown by some of the things that I've been hearing that you can do inside of Canva, but also knowing that these people are making money in this space, and you can too. I think a lot of times people think, oh, it's too hard, it's too much work, I don't know if I can do it. But it's really about just getting in there, rolling up the sleeves, and getting it done, because it's motivation, it's self-motivation. It's also understanding the time commitment and setting your boundaries from your work-life balance, right? But also being able to say, I have an extra hour a week. Let me do some designs in 1 extra hour and see how that plays out. Will people like it? Will they not? Will they export it? Will they, will that bring me an additional $50, $100, $8,000? Like, you just never know. One of the guest presenters that is going to be talking at the Template Design Summit quit her job. She quit her job because she was making more money making templates. I mean, think about that. That's just like, and that's because the demand for templates is so high. And that's because, one, some of them are phenomenal. Some of them are really great, and let you just kind of put your own energy into it, into a space that, you don't have to start with blank. You don't have to start with nothing. Another thing that I did want to mention about the summit is that, it's supposed to be a place where people are networking, where people can meet one another, where people can, find maybe the designer that they love. It's also a place to win some prizes. So we are going to have some fun prizes, giveaways every single day. Right now, we're doing a 25 templates to Christmas kind of a thing. So 25-day countdown to the launch of this summit on July 1st. So every single day inside of the Facebook group here on Facebook, it's at facebook.com/groups/template design summit. And it's free to be a part of this group. And you are going to get a link to a free template every single day leading up to the Template Design Summit that begins on July 1st and runs through July 3rd. You can sign up and register at collegeofstyle.com, exactly the way it sounds. And if you do that, then you're going to get some updates on speakers and how you can work with the guest presenters, because they have some amazing special offers that are going to be given out to all of the attendees. If you want to partake and click through to all of their websites, then you will be seeing all of their special offers that they are doing for specifically this event. And that's really fun, because I am so excited to bring this event to everyone because of all of the demand that people have for social content, for creating a website and getting it up and running, because everyone is trying to get that online business on point. And for me, I am a style and strategy expert. For me, College of Style is really built on the foundation of our 5 style pillars. And those are communication style, leadership style, teaching style, personal style, and lifestyle. And so by putting all of these together, we are really redefining what it means to be a style icon. And by doing that, we are presenting these kinds of events where you are designing unforgettable brands. And this one, the Template Design Summit, is helping you do just that. So make sure to head over to collegeofstyle.com, register by putting in your name and your email, so that we can start sending you your free gift, which you get right at the beginning. You get 110 social media templates that have been created in Canva, for you to whip up into your own branding, or utilize with the branding that's there. This one is called The Cove, which is perfect and perfect timing for the summer. If you have anything beach related, or you want to just have a flash sale with some beachy kind of, branding, that's what The Cove is. But you can certainly switch out what's there and put in your own branding to make it your own. But just for registering for the Template Design Summit, you are getting that free Cove 110 designs on Canva as your special gift for signing up. And you'll be having some special gifts dropped into the pop-up Facebook group as well. And like I said, special offers coming from the guest presenters who do this for a living. So it's a win on win on win. And if you're really looking to get that passive income into your bank account, then I think you should really, really show up to all of the sessions. And if you can't show up to the sessions live, there will be replays available. But it's really great to just feel the energy of what's happening right now. And it's really about pushing yourself to the next level, because what else are we doing? Right? What else are we doing right now? I think it's really important to just take that and run with it. So if you have a chance, which, what day is it? It's Sunday. Let's do this today. Let's do this. If you have your phone out right now, I would suggest heading over, open a new window to collegeofstyle.com, register today, so that you have a chance to get, number one, you're ahead of the game by getting your free gift in your email of that 110 Canva templates that will help you with your social media, but also you get the access link into the free pop-up private, say that 3 times, the free pop-up private Facebook group. That is where all of the live workshops will be taking place for the Template Design Summit. And you're going to get the 25 template countdown from now until July 1st. So you're getting 110 templates right off the bat just as a gift. But if you're in that pop-up Facebook group, then you're getting 1 template every single day, which is like, what's that that meme where he's like, like, it's like that, right? It's that energy that you need to get yourself to the next spot. So make sure you do that today. It's Sunday. I wish you nothing but the best in this Sunday and in your business ventures. I know what the struggle is. I know the pivot. I know that I was, known as this dancer for so long until I decided, you know what, I'm going to do something else. And it's okay to do something else. I think a lot of people want to relish in that moment of, I can't change, right? I can't change. How am I going to do that, right? But I want you to know that it's possible, because it is possible, whatever you make possible for yourself. And if you have any questions on anything that I talked about today, drop me a DM. My name is Sandra Colton Medici. It shows up like that everywhere. And drop me a DM if you have any questions, or if you'd like to work together, because it is very important to trust the people that you want to work with that can make your vision happen. And I am all about helping female entrepreneurs design unforgettable brands. So collegeofstyle.com is where you should head to right now if you haven't had a chance while I've been talking to you. And if you head over to College of Style inside of the Facebook group, because we have a College of Style Facebook group as well, then I will be able to see you every single day inside of there. If you're commenting, posting things, questions, this is a group where we are constantly evolving and helping each other really network ourselves to the next spot, right? And it's all about how you're leveraging that network to really help yourself, but also help other people, because it's about, if you are there, give that handout and help the next person. That is what I'm about, because sharing is caring. And I didn't get to where I am by not, by not having a handout for me to say, okay, this person's been there, they're going to show me how to do it. I'm going to take that information and let's do that for the next person, which is probably why you're in this group anyway. So I wish you nothing but the best on this Sunday. I want to leave you with two things on this Sunday. One, don't worry about what other people are doing. Focus on what you're doing to get your business to the next place. And two, go to collegeofstyle.com so I can see you inside of the Template Design Summit, July 1st to the 3rd. And have some fun out there because life is way too short. Okay. Mwah. See you later.